Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's so amazing to be here with you on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning here in sunny California. Thank you. Today, we're going to be talking about the second chakra. This is our third in our series, talking about chakras, how they impact you, your life, your being, the power that they bring. And today we're going to be talking about the second chakra, the sacral chakra, as it's called, how to activate it, how to empower it, the second chakra, because as you're going to find, there are many things that become empowered when you open up and empower the second chakra. Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others. This is about activating, igniting your own happiness, your own bliss, your own creativity through the second or sacral chakra. As you know, in the last couple of weeks, we've talked about what the chakras are, what the chakras do, how they are energy centers that literally chakra means spinning wheel. So what we are doing is we are activating these energy centers, and they could be blocked sometimes. I'm going to explain that in just a moment. But last week, we talked about our root chakra, the very first chakra, which rests at the base of the spine. It is signified by the color red, and activating it gets your energy up and moving. The root chakra, the number one chakra, is sort of an energy center that's like a coiled snake, right? It's just it's a center, a spinning wheel that is maybe that you might want to look at as a coiled snake, ready to burst, to jump, to be at your beck and call. This is your energy center, the root chakra. So today we're talking about the sacral chakra, the second chakra. It is located a couple of inches below your belly button. Okay. It is what is known as the dwelling of the self. Also, it is known as the Vadhisthana, and it is symbolized by the color orange. Svadhisthana means, in Sanskrit, the sva, S-V-A, means the self. Adhisthana means established. So Svadhisthana means where your being is established, or one's home, one's own dwelling place. So this is the meaning of Svadhisthana. And sometimes you'll see that term, the Sanskrit word for the second chakra in your research, you're looking into the second chakra, which I absolutely recommend that you do. There is so much to learn, so much to learn. And I give you bits here, bits that you can use, tools that you can use to open up these chakras. But I would always recommend that you do your own research, reading on these chakras and anything else that we talk about here. So it is symbolized, as I said, by the color orange, and the Svadhisthana embraces any desire that engenders happiness, creativity, and bliss. The second chakra governs your emotions. So it's a good idea to keep it in good stead, in an open form. It governs your creativity, your sensitivity. It governs your sexuality, your intimacy, your emotional well-being, and your self-expression. This chakra helps to awaken a deep emotional satisfaction, which is a beautiful thing in all areas of your lives, of simply being alive. You know, my mom, I've told you, is with me right now. She's staying with me for a couple of months, and uh, she's 95. Let me start with that. She's 95, and I have found that she is slowing down for sure, uh, but that since she's been here, I found her sitting quite a bit. So in the last bit of time, a few days, I've been on her about moving, and telling her that she has to move, and asking her if she's waiting to die. And she says, "No, I'm not waiting to die." I said, "Well, then you need to move. You need to get up, you need to move, you need to move your body." She even came to the point where she dropped something a few days ago, and she looked at me and pointed down, pointed at what she had dropped. And I looked at her and said, "Yes." And she said, "Can you please get that?" I said, "Mom, I'd be happy to get it, but it would be better if you did. Mom, you get it." And so then she started to complain about all of the things that were going wrong. And it's just heartbreaking. It really is. And she said, "Can I sit down?" And I said, "Of course, Mama, sit down." Sit down. And then you can pick it up. So she did. She sat down, picked it up. I said, "Mom, bend over a little bit. Bend from the waist. Move your body. It's good to move your body." So then I said to her, Mama, we're going to start going for a walk every day. You and I are going to get up and we're going to go for a walk. It's beautiful here. We're going to get out and walk every day, Mama." So yesterday we had our more advanced Sangha meeting. And so I was in the meditation room for a couple of hours, and I heard the front door close. Turns out that while we were in the Sangha meeting, Mama went for a walk by herself. And as I found out later, without a cane. So then what happened was that after the meeting, we were talking, and she says to me, "I feel so alive." I said, "Yes, Mama, yes. That's what happens when you move, when you walk, when you exercise the body, right? Don't you feel wonderful?" She said, "Yes, I do." I couldn't believe the words that came out of her mouth. I feel so alive. That is what the second chakra does. It makes you feel alive, filled with passion, filled with happiness, filled with light, filled with love. Take it from a 95-year-old woman who moved her body to feel more alive. This is what you can do. And I'm going to give you the exact possibilities for you here in just a moment. Just simply being alive and a sense of well-being is so beneficial. Because, each chakra vibrates with a unique frequency that impacts certain parts of the body, right? The sacral chakra impacts your lymphatic and circulatory system. It impacts your reproductive organs, your bladder, your kidneys, your large intestines, and your adrenal glands. So it's important to understand that each of the chakras sort of relates to different parts of the body, generally in that region, right? So the chakras are in the subtle physical body, although if the chakras die, so do you physically. So it's important to keep them up and spinning, right? In a good way. So the second chakra deals also with the energy of your dreams, your desires. Your desires are all centered in your second chakra. This is where babies are born, right? In a woman. The second chakra is in that area. It is also signified, by the way, by a lotus, an orange lotus with 6 petals. So when you see that, you understand that it is a symbol for the second chakra. When you begin to see your desires as a divine gift, leading you along your true path, your dharma, you become more open, don't you, to all the possibilities. Celebrate your desires, your nature, celebrate them. The desire to be enlightened, for example. A good desire, right? Yeah, very good one. Celebrate. Celebrate your life and embrace it through the energy of the second chakra. Nurture your creativity, your whole being through the flow of desire and balancing of the second chakra. As you use stillness or silence to tap into your happiness, your relationships shift. You draw relationships that are much more nurturing. You're more nurturing with yourself. You're more compassionate with yourself. Others are nurtured through your own compassion with yourself. A balanced second chakra engenders feelings of joy, happiness, wellness, pleasure, abundance, and more money. It is one of the chakras associated with an abundance of money. When the second chakra is out of balance, you have a fear of change. Depression could be present. The inability to express your emotions. Your emotions are sort of out of whack. You're not feeling balanced. You have a lack of joy. You might be sluggish, indecisive, feeling unworthy when your second chakra is out of balance. As I said a while ago, your second chakra is also where babies are created. But all creativity, even solving problems, are created in this, or stem from the openness of this second or svadhisthana or sacral chakra. You know, there are so many things that you can do, so many tools that are available to you to sort of open up this chakra. You might try baking. Baking, which is a creative endeavor, is it not? Taking risks, as I say in the 10 things to do. Take chances constantly, right? That's the number 2 thing to do after loving yourself and loving someone more than you love yourself, right? Take chances constantly. It always helps to take a risk that you may not have wanted to take. Don't be afraid of failure. Failure is only a move in the correct direction, in the forward direction. You fail forward. You don't not fail when you're moving forward. It is a part of the process, like a child learning to walk, right? By the way, speaking of failing forward, we are in a time, tomorrow is the winter solstice. It's a very, very powerful time. If you have wanted to make a change in your life, now is the time to do it. This is a very powerful moment in our history, in the history of the planet, but also simply in your life. Moving toward the solstice is a very, very good time to decide to make a change, decide to make a shift, right? All right, so when we're wanting to heal the second chakra, there are several things that you can do. It is associated with water. The second chakra deals with the fluids, which we are, what I think, 80%. If I remember a very good friend telling me, 80% water, are we not, right? So having this chakra be open is a very, very good thing. Drink a lot of water to make sure that your chakra is open. Drink lots and lots of water. Take a bath. When you feel stuck in your creative nature, when you feel stuck in any way regarding your creative nature, take a bath, jump in a natural body of water. The ocean, jump in the ocean, become friends with the ocean. A whole nother subject for many, many reasons, but jump in the ocean. It's a really great thing to do. The things that you eat. Eat centering foods like nuts, seeds, carrots, melons, orange things, orange fruits, butternut squash, and sweet potatoes. Those are just some of the things that you can put on your grocery list to get your creative chakra up and running. Have fun. to open your second chakra. Have fun, have a good time. What is one of the things that I say constantly? Why are you here? To have a good time, to have fun. That's why you're here. In case this was a mystery, that's why you're here. Color. Sit down and color, draw, create, cook, bake, paint. Do something new. Learn a new language. Learn a new instrument, an instrument that you aren't familiar with. Take chances constantly. Yes, sort of like, I don't know how many of you ski, but I'm sure that everybody remembers their first day of skiing. Nobody doesn't not remember their first day of skiing. You fall all day. That's the normal way to learn to ski or snowboard. You fall all day long, but you get back up because you want to learn to ski. Take chances constantly. Open up the second chakra. Keep it open. Now, there are other things that you can do. Yoga poses that open the hips. Any yoga pose that opens up the hips, do those. The butterfly pose is one of them, for instance. Also, dance. This is also one of the 10 things that I talk about in the 10 things to do. Dance. Learn to dance. Open yourselves up to movement. Large, big movement. Open the hips, open the legs, open all of your body and learn to dance. The gems that are associated, the crystals that you might use to open up the second chakra are amber, anything sort of with an orange color, orange coral, citrine, orange aventurine, carnelian, and hematite. You can place them on the second chakra or simply, or when you're meditating, hold them in your hands, or even just carry them around to give you little happy vibes. You know, these orange crystals, you can use them to lift you, to bring in your creativity, to bring in your happiness and your bliss, to ignite your happiness, your bliss, and your creativity. There is a mudra that we use when wanting to activate it. These are sort of seeds. They are seeds to help you, the mantra and the yantra and the mudra. The mudras are hand placements, right? You can place them in many, many different ways. And there are usually a few mudras, hand placements, associated with each of the chakras. For today's purposes, this is simple and beautiful, and it is a mudra that you might want to use in most of your meditation practices. So what we do is we place one hand under the other. I suggest that it might be the left hand, but either one is fine. Place one hand under the other hand, and then place your thumbs together. Very comfortably touching, very comfortably in your lap, right? You can see that. Very comfortably resting in your lap. This is the mudra. And place it, if you will, so that your hand, the outside of your hand, touches, or maybe the outside of your right hand if you have it on the top. Left hand on bottom, right hand on top, thumbs touching. Place this right on the second chakra, your sacral chakra, a couple of inches below your belly button. Place your hand there to keep you mindful of this opening that you're about to do with your chakra. In today's meditation, what we're going to be doing is using also the mantra associated. A mantra is a Sanskrit word or sound that also ignites different emotions, different feelings, different chakras. And today's mantra for the second or sacral chakra is Vam. This sound, these Sanskrit words or sounds can absolutely create transformation. Literally, mantra means to think, and mantra also means tools or instruments. So these are instruments of thought that you can use when you meditate. The seed mantra, this one, or bija, like vam, we will use in today's meditation, and it can activate energy in the chakra to purify and balance your mind and your body, because isn't that what we're doing? We use a seed mantra, this particular mantra associated with the sacral chakra or second chakra, to dial in. We're dialing in the frequency of this chakra, like a radio frequency, right? You're turning the dial, you're dialing it in to the station. So once again, to remind you, I'm going to be going over the mantra in just a moment, but to remind you, there are physical activities like yoga, moving the hips, dancing, swimming, right? These are the physical activities. The spiritual activities would be meditation, of course, sitting in stillness, fasting also, if you're inspired. And the element to remember is water. The color, orange. All right. So in today's meditation, what we will be doing is chanting 7 times Vam. And the way that it is pronounced is as follows. Vam. We will do this together 7 times. For those of you who might be new to the practice of meditation, what we do is every day when we wake up, we meditate. First, we wash our hands and face, take a shower if possible, to rinse off the energies of the night, right, that you may have picked up in the night. So then we sit with an empty tummy, maybe a smile, a straight back, as straight as is comfortable for you. Straight spine is very important because what you're doing is you're generating energy. You're getting the energy flow up and running in your body. Don't fall asleep, stay awake. Yes, there are modalities in meditation that say that laying down is okay. There are so many modalities. They all work. All we do is pick one, right? We simply pick one. We choose a way to meditate and we move in that direction. So we sit up nice and straight. This is what I teach. We sit up nice and straight, hands in your lap. In today's meditation, we're going to be placing our hands in this mudra, touching our bellies, just a couple of inches underneath our belly button. This is where the sacral chakra sits, to open it specifically. Then in your everyday practice, your hands may be in your lap, you may be sitting on the floor, in a chair, it doesn't matter. Maybe you needed a cup of coffee to wake up, which is fine. A cup of coffee, a cup of tea, maybe you did some yoga poses, but be awake. And we sit for 15 minutes. In the beginning, meditation is about focus. Focus, 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 and more focus. This is what you're learning, to focus. This is why it is so good for business, because you have, it's sort of like being laser focused. The sun with a magnifying glass points in one direction. And to be laser focused is a very, very beneficial thing in business, in life, in happiness, in joy, which is what we're learning more about today. We use music to sort of shield the energies from the outside world. And then we bow. At the end of our meditation session, we bow. And we say, thank you. Thank you to eternity for the meditation, for light, for love, for happiness, for joy, for all of the goodness that you expect in every moment of your life, as you are grateful for each moment in your life, right? I think that that's it. All right, sit up nice and straight. I will keep myself on camera as we chant the 7 Vam. V-A-M, Vam. Together. And then we'll meditate. When we go into our meditation, keep your focus on where your hands are, 2 inches below your belly button. Keep your focus on the sacral chakra. All right. The second chakra the svadhisthana that sits 2 inches again below your belly button. We're going to focus in that area. Remember, it is orange in color. You can focus on an orange ball of light resting 2 inches below your belly button after we chant and the music begins. All right. Let's begin. Vam, 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 vam. And now, let's meditate. Namaste. Thank you for being here today to make a difference not only in your world, my world, our world. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. I'll look forward to seeing you very soon. Thanks.